Okay, good morning everybody. How are we doing? We are going to be continuing on with Eddie the Donkey. Right, let me just zoom in on my reference picture. Alright. I hope everyone's very well. I had a good day yesterday. Just for those that didn't know, it was my wedding anniversary yesterday. Oh, Haley, thank you for resubscribing for 3 months. Thank you so much. How are you today? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you today, Haley? Okay, but so hot. Oh, I know. It was unbearable yesterday. And I came up into my room last night because where I work is in a corner of our bedroom. And it was so hot. I'd got all the windows open and it was just so hot. And I was literally just sitting here wilting. And I just couldn't deal with it. And Nick went out and came back with a fan, one of those on a stand. And oh my God, that helps so much. It helps so much. And we were able to actually get to sleep last night because we had this fan just blowing down on the bed where we were, so just that we could get some sleep. It was, oh, I had such a good night's sleep last night because of that. Morning, Moose. How are you? Morning, Faisal. Did I have a nice anniversary? Yes. I mean, it was hot, like I said, which I didn't really particularly like that. And though I spoke to 2 of my brothers, because I have 3 brothers, I spoke to 2 of them, and neither of them realised it was my anniversary. None of them had remembered. They never do. I don't know if it's a man thing. Men don't. I could be getting this wrong. I'm sure there are some men out there that remember birthdays and anniversaries and stuff, but no men in my family remember birthdays or anniversaries, and it was just coincidence they just happened to have rung me up on the same day. Doing great. What about you? Yeah, I'm good. I've got a fan. I've got some ice water at the side of me. We went out to an eatery yesterday for our anniversary meal, and ordered our usual. And the lady behind the counter said to Nick, "Oh, we have to, because I have to have gluten-free because I'm celiac." And the lady behind the counter said, "Oh, we just have to let you know that the gluten-free area where we prepare food is right next to the area that's not gluten-free. So there could be the risk of some cross-contamination. Nothing's changed. It's always been that way. It's just that the laws now state we have to tell you. And so we were like, oh, God. Now what have we got to contend with? But I thought, you know what, if nothing's changed, if they haven't changed how they're doing everything, and we've been here so many times and it's never made me ill, so I thought I'm just going to trust. I'm just going to trust that everything's going to be okay. And everything was okay. So, yeah. I would say 90% of men don't remember. Yeah, I think it's a failing. Your mum had the same situation. Her big brother forgot her silver anniversary, but her little brother remembered. Men in my family are useless. I gotta stay true. Good, just like you knew it would. Morning, Jamie. How are you? James has got a new video coming out soon. He came downstairs this morning just after I got out of bed. And he was like, Mum, can you just come upstairs? I want to show you something. And I was like, well, what is it? He said, it's my new video. Because he always likes to run it past me before he puts it out. So went up to have a look at his new video. It's very good. I'll wait until you guys have seen it before I add what I think should have been in it. Jack enjoyed his trip yesterday, by the way. He, after all that palaver, and we do believe he's got his second one today, but we shall see. I'm not going to assume it's all going to go to plan. I'm just adding in some very fine hairs at the moment. I don't think you can see what I'm adding on the camera, but yeah, he did enjoy it. Thank you, Jamie. No, white, I think. And get that cold grey. This girl is on fire. What sort of temps have you got, Faisal? Because here it's just miserable. I mean, my computer at the moment says it's 21 degrees outside, which is an absolute lie. It's way hotter than that. What does my phone say? Hang on. 24, my phone says. It's going to get to 27 degrees around about 3 o'clock. Ugh. At this point, I just want to climb inside my freezer and just sort of stay there. I spent a couple of hours yesterday afternoon looking at new PCs and looking at upgrading, but they're so expensive, so expensive. And then once I'd been revived after looking at the price, I thought, oh, I'll look at new iPad prices for new iPads. I had the same reaction. Okay. So I think I'm going to have to do a bit of saving if I want to get either of those two things. Or win the lottery. Mind you, I think you've got to play the lottery to actually win it, so perhaps I ought to buy a ticket. Gamble responsibly, people. The radio. An iPad is more expensive than a PC at this point. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm kind of like, I have different plans for each one, right? So I want to get myself a new desktop PC so that I can stream games on there as well. I mean, I've tried it on this one and the lag is just horrendous. I think it needs a better processing ability. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I don't know, something to do with a SSD, solid state drive or something. I don't know, or the processor. I don't know. I'm not tech minded, but that's what I think the issue is. Or maybe the graphics card needs to be better. I don't know. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't tell anybody. But I have plans for so I can stream games. So yeah, so there was that. And then I want to get the better iPad. I want to get the iPad Pro, the 12.9-inch screen, so that I can have Procreate on there, so I can do digital art. So I could do some digital art on here as well. And it's like, so I have different plans for different things. You can't do the same thing on different things, but that's a lot of money. So I'm kind of like thinking, which one do I want to do first and go for that one first? I don't know. £6.50 you paid for a pint at Frankie Boyle. OMG. Do they take finance? Oh my God. Was the show any good though, Jamie? I mean, did you not like sneak in your own drinks? Because that's what I do. If I go to a show, I sneak in my own drinks and my own snacks. I don't pay any attention to this. You cannot bring crap. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. But it's like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not paying your prices for your stuff. Just absolutely not. The show was amazing. Everything I could have hoped for. Oh, I'm so pleased. Good. I know you like your comedians, so I'm really, really pleased. These days, taxes have ruined drinking. Yeah, I mean, I don't drink alcohol, so I don't have to worry about, taxes on wines and spirits and beer and stuff like that. But even if you want to get, sometimes like a can of pop or an orange juice costs more than a pint of beer sometimes, and it's just ridiculous. And they know that they've got you, especially in weather like we've been having just recently, because they're like, people are thirsty. They're going to need to drink. It's hot. Let's tell them they can't bring their own drinks and then whack the prices up inside the building. So after like 14 years of loving him and buying and watching everything he's done, I finally saw him live. Oh, it's amazing. Did you have a good seat? Were you like near the front, or, were you in the danger zone where they could sort of pick on the audience? Or were you okay? Were you a bit further back? I've only ever seen one comedian live, and I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but his name was Stan Boardman. And I was on holiday with my mum and dad at Skeggy, and my dad loved Stan Boardman. And there was a show on, he happened to be on at Skeggy somewhere, I don't know what building, what arena or whatever. And so bought tickets, and we all went to see just out of the danger zone, good. And we saw Stan Boardman, and he had a really strong accent, and he used to do this joke. I think the most famous joke that he was known for on TV was he would tell a joke about an aeroplane called the Focke-Wulf, and this German plane called the Focke-Wulf. So I'm not swearing. And he had this strong accent, so of course it sounded like something else. And so yeah, that's what he was most famous for. But he was so funny, and we were 3 rows back from the stage, and we were right in the center, 3 rows back, and it was hilarious. I mean, even as a kid, I mean, I was probably about 13, I got the adult jokes and everything, and it was just so funny. But there was a woman behind me who had this very loud braying laugh, and she literally sounded like like a donkey, like a horse. And he picked up on it. Stan Boardman picked up on it, and he was like, "Where's that coming from?" He was sort of pointing down into the crowd. The spotlight came out to sort of try and find this woman, and of course I was sat right in front of her, and so I felt like he was pointing and looking at me, and I was like, any moment he's going to pick on me for something. But he didn't. He was picking on this woman for having this really hiccuping, loud, braying laugh behind me, and she would snort as well. You know, people laugh so hard they just start snorting. And yeah, that's what I remember from that. My dad, though, my dad saw Laurel and Hardy live, and I mean, my dad was a big fan of Laurel and Hardy, and he saw them live, and he got to meet them after the show and sort of shook their hands and everything. And I'm just like blown away by that. I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. I love Laurel and Hardy. A lot of you are probably saying, who's Laurel and Hardy? If you know, you know. But I'm so glad you had a good show. I'm on the edge. Jealous. Yeah, Laurel and Hardy were amazing. Did you ever see, because I know you like your comedy, Jamie, did you ever see, there's a movie called The Plank, and it's an old black and white movie, and nobody speaks. Nobody speaks. And it's basically about these guys carrying this plank through the city or through a building or something. I can't remember. And it is the funniest thing. If you haven't seen it, I urge you to go check it out. It's old time comedians. Oh, what's the guy's name? I'm gonna have to Google it now. The Plank. Plank comedy film. After someone uses the last floorboard for heating, 2 hapless carpenters have to buy a replacement. They return to the house with the plank on top of a Morris 8, but the journey is fraught with unexpected and humorous difficulties. Eric Sykes, there we go. It was Eric Sykes, Jimmy Edwards, Tommy Cooper, all the like old time films. Comedians, and it was a film from 1967, and it's just under an hour long. It is hilarious. No words, and it's just, oh, simple slapstick humor, but so funny. I remember sitting watching that with my dad. Such a good film. It was almost like an early Chuckle Brothers thing, you know. I mean, you can literally hear the to me, to me, to you, to you, to me, all that sort of stuff going on. But done better, I think. But I urge anyone to go and see the plank, or see if it's on, I don't know, it might be on YouTube for all I know, but right, where's that chocolate brown? I really need that. And where's my black? Right, okay, I think that is getting there. It's a little bit better. I feel like it needs something more, but I can't think how I want to achieve it. Certainly not achieve it with the black pencil. Just going to add this earth green. Right, I'm going to use this slice tool now and see if I can get some more definition. I hope I've got enough layers to... Right, let me just move some of these pencils because I need to turn this piece of paper around. if you remember at the start of this ear, I actually put indentations in the paper, so this is just going to add to it, hopefully. I've been watching a lot of Steve Irwin lately, and I keep thinking a croc is going to get me in my house. Still love Steve Irwin. But I think you're safe though. Welcome back, Hayley. No, you haven't really missed much. Just talking about old comedy films. This is working now. I've got enough layers down that the scratch tool is working. Boom, boom. Let's move it around this way now. I've got my physio appointment this afternoon, so finally. The fur in this ear goes in so many different directions, it's crazy. Right, let me see, how does that look like to me? Focus on the eye, focus on the eye, there we go. And then it goes back to blurry. Thank you, camera. Thank you, Logitech, for all your help. I mean, I think that doesn't look too bad. We'll see. Right, okay, let me think about open the cup, just going to put some little stray bits of loose hair here. Just going to ruffle up that edge just so that it's not completely utterly straight, because there's little bits of fur. Otherwise it's too sharp against the paper. I'm just going to add that little bit of donkey fuzz. It's a tiny little detail, but I think it's important. Just really light pressure. Thanks, Jamie. Ears always freak me out a little bit when I have to draw them, especially when they're full of fur like this is, because you've got to try and get the depth of the shadow in the dark bits. think I do want to just go. Destiny to infinity and beyond. And I think I'm just gonna do I consider that finished? I don't know. I might come back to it later. I still feel like it needs something. I think I need to just sort of blend out some of these darker bits. Just so they've got a little bit of shadow around them, I think. We don't care. Black in our dreams. Take us on the gold leash. We don't care. We'll never be royals. It's a word in our blood. Not to stay for us. I'm so self-critical. The thing is, I think the thing with this ear, I could just keep adding colour to it and fiddling and tweaking and fiddling and tweaking. And it's like, I don't want to overwork it, but I still feel like this bit here maybe needs to be a little bit darker. But I might come back to that later. I've got these little creases at the front of the ear. This bit here I'm really pleased with. I like this because I feel this has got the creases that are up in that picture, and I like this bit here where the ear curls over, but it's just this bit I'm not happy with it. But we shall continue on. Right, okay, I'm going to move on to this ear now then. You call me Queen Bee. We might come back to that ear. So highly critical of anything I do. I always look at everyone else's work. I think, oh my God, that's so amazing. That's, you know, it's fantastic. But when it comes to my work, I'm like, yeah, that's not right. That's not right. That needs changing. The inner saboteur, the inner editor that I think we've all got. It's a pain in the butt, isn't it? Shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. we get together. Right, now I've got some blue again, just in this little bit that goes up here where it's catching the light. So guys, what do you think I ought to save up for first? Do you think I ought to save up for a new PC first? Or do you think I ought to save up and get myself an iPad first, so I can do digital art on it? I can't decide which one I want to do first. Votes, please. Answers on a postcard, please. One vote for iPad, 2 for PC. It's not helping, chat. You've all got to agree. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Shut up and dance with me. What happened to the tip of that pencil? What one's more out of date, your PC or iPad? Do you know what? I think the PC is more out of date, because this PC used to belong to Jack, and then Becca had it, and now I have it. Whereas the iPad, I feel like I've only had the iPad for about 5 years. I might have had it for longer, I don't know. I'm not very good at... Oh, hang on, is this the iPad that... Hang on. Let me take it out of its little protective thing. It's in. It might have a... I think Nick had the back engraved. Hang on. Oh, dearie me. Oh, he did, but he didn't have the year on it. Do you want to see what you put on the back, chat? No. No. Isn't that sweet? Right, now I've got to fit this iPad back in the case. Hang on. No, I don't want to turn the iPad off. If you want to stream Valo and games, PC is more important, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I do want to stream the Valo and games, but I also want to do the digital art, and it's like, I want to do both, Faisal. I always have so many ideas and then don't know what to do for the best. I'm one of those people. I'm like, I want to do everything all at once. And I've mentioned before, I'm quite impatient. Once I get an idea and think, you know what, this would be really good, I want to carry it out straight away. But I'm like, I want to do my art full time, but I don't know if I'm any good at digital art. So that would take me some time to sort of practice and build up. And if I'm not good straight away, I get very cross with myself. As I remember when I first started playing Valo, I was like, I'm no good at this. And I almost stopped playing. And then after a bit, I was like, you know, it doesn't matter if I'm not good at it. Just practice will eventually make perfect. And now I just play just to have fun. I don't worry too much if I'm not brilliant, even though I hate being an Iron 2. Do the digital art. Valo still works on the PC you have now. Well, that is true, yeah, but I'm like, yeah, but no, but, yeah, but, no, but. So indecisive. I don't know. Because I'm like, I don't want to sort of save up and get one and then wish that I'd use that money to do the other one. Do you know what I mean? It's because then I've got to save a long time again before I can get the other one. So I don't know. I'll work it out. I'll work it out. I'll work out what I'm doing. I was like, just do all the things all at once. Red track, baby, I was born this way. Oh, thanks, Jamie. We'll probably complete the Friday Fun Day Doodle Challenge round about, I don't know, the year 2030. I need Payne's Grey. Born this way. Would anybody like to guess how many coloured pencils I've used so far on this? You'll have a new PC and iPad before. Yeah, probably will. Though there is, oh, 21, 15. Jamie's closest. "24. Hayley's got it. 27. 27 colours so far. Hayley gets a gold star. Yeah, it's a lot of browns, creams, whites, greys, blues. You weren't around, Jamie, but I did actually use purple in the eye. And I would imagine by the time we get down here and do the nose, there's going to be a heck of a lot more. Oh, baby, oh. There is, just going back to the whole doodle challenge, and not that I want an influx or anything, but just to let you know, you can use your stream points, I think, to request a doodle in stream. I think it's 500 points. Don't all go mad all at once, guys. I'm not very good at doodling, but I'm just saying, if you ever feel like it. Have you finished travelling now, Faisal? Are you back to your normal schedule? I think you said it was until Thursday. Is that right? Why did I not say that as soon as you spent all your coins? Sorry. I think I set it up a couple of weeks ago and then forgot to tell you guys about it. Oh, you're going home tonight? Okay. And travelling back next week as well. Oh, crikey. Do you enjoy it though? Do you feel like this is the job that you're going to stay in because you found the right place? Or do you feel like there is a dream job or a dream position that you eventually want to aim for that is different to what you have now? Take a break. Because I'm happy without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is is the truth. For next maybe 5 years, yes, I'm getting paid good for my travel. Oh, excellent. Ducking this and that. No holding back. Because I'm happy. Soften that up. But the second I'm going to get married, no, because it will be hard. Okay. Do you know what's really annoying me at the moment is I've got on this very light pair of dungarees type things, and the strap that goes over my left shoulder, every time I go to change pencil it falls down. It's really blooming annoying. And I just need that just to brighten that up a little bit. Nice and quietly. I got up. So shall we take bets, chat? I have got a physio appointment this afternoon for my foot. How much are we betting that they tell me the exact same thing that the other person told me, and they don't give me anything new to try? How much are we betting they contradict what the other person has told me? They say I've got plantar fasciitis and an aggravated tendon. The first person did. I'm not convinced, because everything I read about plantar fasciitis tells me that the pain is worse in the morning. My pain is not worse in the morning. The foot is stiff in the morning, I'll give them that, but it's only like a 3 out of 10 on the pain scale. My pain gets worse in the afternoon and evening, where it goes up to like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. And I'm literally doing breathing to get through some of the pain. So, do we think the physio is going to stick with the diagnosis of plantar fasciitis, or actually look to see if it might be something else? Or are they going to do what most medics do, and as soon as they hear heel pain, go, oh yeah, it's plantar? I've not actually had anyone x-ray the foot. I've not had an ultrasound. I've not had a blood test. I've not had anyone actually examine the foot. They've heard heel and ankle pain and said, yes, it's plantar fasciitis, even though I don't think it is. I know I'm not a medic, but I have researched a lot of medical stuff, which I have to do for my books, and it doesn't match plantar to me. 99%. There we go. And some of the things that I hate about the medical system is that, like, Nick has really bad pain in his lower back. Really, really bad pain in his lower back. And he's been on painkillers for his back for as long as I've known him. But that is treating the symptoms. Do you know what I mean? Painkillers treat the symptoms, which is the pain. No one's actually looked to see what the cause of the pain is. The doctor was like, oh, no, you don't need to go and have an x-ray. No, back pain is usually just, it's muscles, or it's, you know, oh, you've got a bad back. Yeah, everyone has a bad back. Here, take some painkillers. But long-time painkiller use isn't good for you either. Do you know what I mean? Just like, stop treating the symptoms of what's going on. Why don't people actually look for the cause? I'm sure there are some very good doctors out there. I don't want to tar them all with the same brush, but just in our experience, it's been like, you're treating the symptoms of a bad back. You're not actually looking for the cause of the bad back. Do you know what I mean? That's my little gripe about the health system at the moment. I think it's the same with people who suffer with like chronic migraines, and I had a friend of mine who used to suffer really badly with headaches, and they would really make her feel unwell, and the doctors would just treat the headaches, give her painkillers, migraine tablets, things like that. And it took her having to collapse one day and get rushed to A&E before someone actually did a scan and found out that she'd got one of those, I think they're called a Chiari malformation or something. And it's like, you know, how long would the headaches just have been treated without looking for the actual cause. Sometimes people have a really bad cause for their pain. I know that NHS have to sort of try and save money and things. They can't treat everyone and assume it's the worst case scenario. I get that. But at least just do some basic tests, you know, like blood tests maybe, or I don't know. Right, okay, so that's where I'm going to leave it for today then. Thank you so much for joining me today. For those of us in the UK, yet again, please try and survive the heat. And I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll be doing the... Oh, you suffer from Chiari malformation, Hayley. Oh, okay. So how does that affect you? Did you have to fight to get that diagnosis? I don't know. You probably didn't. Who knows? But yeah, so I will see all of you guys tomorrow, and we will be working back on the frog again tomorrow. So I will see. Oh, fluid from your brain didn't drain. Oh my gosh. Wow. So was that like, were you getting like an increased ICP, sort of intracranial pressure? Because that's horrendous. That can cause real big problems. You had a tube fitted, oh, like a stent, drain it. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you got yours sorted. That's something. So, yeah. Okay then, guys, I'm going to finish the stream for today. Enjoy the heat, everybody. Put fans on, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.